Hello and welcome to Travel Beans. I'm Alex and this is Emma.
And in today's video, we want to show you how it's possible to travel for free or even get paid as a travel vlogger. This episode is the next part of our series where we're looking back over our 5-year roller coaster journey to full-time travel. From filming a TV show to losing it all whilst battling depression. In the previous episode, we showed how we successfully faked our way to 1 month for free in the Maldives, giving us a huge confidence boost for our next destination, Sri Lanka.
Me and Emma have decided that the best way to travel is to make videos for a living, and so this is going to be a documentary about us making videos about making videos. The best thing about this, you can do it anywhere in the world. So obviously we are right now in Colombo and we've got this beautiful view of the city. It's really nice. We've taken inspiration. We've now finished our website. This is the things that we've done or do and how much money we want for it. So we've done our market research. We found lots of places to stay and we're about to send the send button to our first ever potential client. Go Travel Beans! And like that, it was done. So follow us to see how we get on with our journey. Subscribe here. I'm not going to put anything there. We contacted as many places as we could in the hope of getting a bite.
And to our surprise, the very next day we awoke to our first response.
Hello, sleepy face. I've had an email back. Would you like to read it?
Yeah, read it too.
It says, when you're free, call me on a number. Thank you.
Oh, promising.
So we've got to call this guy and we just got to get our story straight because we sent off lots of different emails, all with different information. So we're just trying to decide now what we want and how we're going to make this work.
After working out exactly what we were going to offer and charge, we had to decide who was going to be the one to call.
So we're both pooping our pants right now because one of us is going to have to phone this guy and try and sell our services, and I feel really sick. So we decided the fairest way is to flip a coin. There it is, Sri Lankan, can't see it, but that's a coin.
Stuck to your hand just then.
But I didn't turn over, that stuck in like that, it went like that.
I think that stuck to your hand and flipped over.
That's so unfair.
I didn't even see what that.
Looking back, I think Emma's been robbed.
I was definitely robbed. That coin did flip over in your hand.
Okay, but I do have a embarrassingly big fear of telephones and speaking on the phone.
That's true. I mean, I'm not so bad with the phone thing, but we are both very introverted people for people that put themselves on the internet.
But why do we have to call people? Why can't we just be like normal people and send a text? You lost fair and square!
No, because it stuck to your hand and flipped over.
Oh, don't give it, it stuck to my hand, it went up and then dropped, like it didn't twist around.
Fine, but I feel like I've lost unfairly.
Well, then we'll do it again.
No, it's fine. I'll do it.
Okay. Punch me. Punch. You ain't taking no for an answer. We're staying in this bungalow.
Oh, hello, is that Henny? Hello, it's Emma calling from Travel Beans. So, were you interested in our services? Okay, that sounds fantastic. Okay, look forward to meeting you, Henny.
So how did that go?
Fine. Yeah, he wants to meet up with us when we're in Kandy, which is tomorrow. But I said we'd arrange a meeting in the next few days because he said they're really busy. Later that day, we actually got another email offering us to go and visit 2 more hotels.
Okay, Emma hasn't seen this, but we just had another email.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to read it out to you,
Okay.
so you can see. Dear Emma and Alex, we have another super hotel in Hatton called Governor's Mansion that's featured in many international fashion magazines, including Mary Claire, etc. It can be viewed on this website. If you're interested, I can speak with the CEO and get permission to offer you cuisine and accommodation in lieu of doing a video for each location. Look forward to hearing from you for dates, etc. and I'll show you. I've just clicked on the thing. So this is the governor's mansion. This is Emma's reaction.
Oh my goodness.
It's unbelievable.
And that's how you do it.
Wow.
You just decide to do a job and it happens.
It really was that easy. I can't believe how easy it actually was.
Yeah, but we didn't question it. We packed our bags and we made our way to Kandy.
So we're in Kandy. I'm just about to get to our business meeting.
And so I've got a new haircut, I've got some new clothes, we've got this man here.
Sri Lanka map.
This is our new friend, he's a good guy. Thank you. And so we're going to go and try and make some money with this crazy life.
Woohoo, wish us luck.
The journey was not so straightforward, and despite telling us they knew where it was, it became apparent pretty quickly as they kept asking for directions that they didn't have a clue.
This is pretty common though. Whenever you get tuk-tuks, it's really common that they'll say they know where a place is and then just figure it out on the way. I guess they're faking it till they're making it.
So we've been dropped off sort of 5 kilometers out of town. We had to pay for the privilege of getting lost. And now we're just walking back. We're not going to make the meeting on time, possibly not at all. We have to find an internet cafe to try and email this guy. We've tried calling him, it doesn't work.
Luckily, it wasn't long until we found someone who did know where to go. And although not perfectly seamless, we managed to get to our meeting on time.
We just had our meeting, and how do you think it went?
Went pretty good. So after our meeting, we went back, collected our things, had a shower, got changed, came back, and look where we are now.
And so this is us now. This is where we're living tonight. So this is the house. This is where we're staying at the moment. It's a villa, 3 bedrooms.
It's funny looking back. It is nowhere near as nice as I remembered. We were feeling really big time and were so impressed by this place.
Yeah, little old us, the backpackers, were well impressed. But that night we tried to relax a little bit. We were feeling a bit stressed, but we tried to relax and enjoy the pool before heading off the next day to do some filming around the accommodation and the site.
So that's a wrap. First day of filming, done.
Hooray, it's a success.
We've got to go and get a tuk-tuk back and go back to the squalor that we came from. And then do the editing process for the next couple of days. And then we're off to the next luxury resort.
Woo. After getting paid, of course.
After getting paid.
We will get back to getting paid later in this video.
But instead, we had to head off to our next job, which was in Hatton, which is a beautiful mountainous tea region. Hello, and welcome to Hatton, the land of tea. If you'd like to get off the usual tourist track in Sri Lanka, this is the perfect place to come and do it. Hatton is located in the hill country of Central Province, so it's a lot cooler than the rest of Sri Lanka.
These clips were part of something that we were trying to put together for Lonely Planet at the time.
Back in the days when Lonely Planet was like the pinnacle of travel content and everyone travelled with a Lonely Planet guide wherever they were going.
But we definitely didn't understand the power of YouTube and underestimated it at this point in time. Whereas now, looking back, there's nothing else I'd rather be doing.
Definitely not.
Behind the beans, Lonely Planet video. Okay, can you see me?
You stay there. No, if you don't move from there.
Okay.
Okay.
We enjoyed filming here. We had the place mostly to ourselves and we were treated like kings. We felt a little bit out of place as we were definitely not their typical clientele, who were paying around £300 a night. We stayed for 3 nights, spending our time filming and editing as well as exploring the area.
Oh, it's been amazing. It's this mansion on top of a tea plantation. It's perfect.
So we had all-inclusive. I've had steak every single day. We're just about to leave, unfortunately, but we're saying goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
With a lovely local beer. And we're moving on to the next luxury apartment, and this has all been, within 2 weeks of sending out those emails. So anything can happen, guys.
After this, we made our way north to film their other hotel. which was coincidentally right next to a place we wanted to visit, so we were pretty excited to get there. Again, we spent a lot of time filming and editing while we were there, but we also took advantage of the all-inclusive beer on our final day.
So we're currently in Dambula, and look at our amazing hotel. Isn't it beautiful? There's Alex. Say hi, Alex. Hello. So we've been filming all day, doing a promotional video for this place, and Alex has now started the very long process of editing. We're doing it whilst trying to get a little bit day drunk.
Was this the first ever Tipsy Beans? Okay, I know we got a little bit drunk in the Europe series.
Well, a little bit drunk. I think that was more smashed beans. This is the first Tipsy Beans.
Yeah, smashed and tipsy.
Hi, I'm Alex.
Emma, do a bit. I want a bit for the video. Please do a bit.
That's you. It's now just called the Travel Bean Show because I've thrown Alex off a cliff. Because he's too rubbish.
Shit joke. You're rubbish. You can't
All he
do
does
that.
is come up with shit jokes and tell me to say them. Like that one just then.
You can't blame all your bad jokes on me. That's not fair enough.
I can do everything, especially playing bad jokes on you.
I don't like you. I don't
No,
like what
you
you've
either.
got to offer. You've got nothing to offer. You're ugly for a start. You're annoying. Your best quality is that you like food, but your worst quality is you're fat.
After finishing this job, we had planned to visit some places nearby that we really wanted to see.
But we did have one last job arranged down in the south, and we still hadn't been paid for the first job that we'd done.
The owner said that he loved the video that we sent over, and he kept asking us time and time again to send the final file to him, but we didn't want to do that without getting paid.
He finally sent us a day to meet to arrange payment, but he could only meet us the following day, which meant that we had to leave straight away.
So, with heavy hearts, we had to skip that and head straight back down to Kandy to meet him. Once we were back in Kandy, everything seemed to be going to plan. Apart from about an hour before we were supposed to meet the guy, he went silent on us.
So this is when we realised that we'd been stood up, and we never heard from him again.
Never. No.
Thank God we didn't send that final file to him earlier.
Yeah, so the saving grace is that he didn't get our work for free.
This was extremely frustrating because not only did we not get paid, we actually skipped one of the main reasons we came to Sri Lanka to come down and get paid.
Yeah, gutted. But it wasn't all that bad. We still had some great footage for our portfolio, and also we had one more job to go to in the south, which we were really excited for.
This was a 5-star safari glamping experience at Yala National Park. We were making them a promo video that they could use for their website in exchange for an experience, and it was perfect.
We cannot recommend doing the safari experience enough. It would be worth every penny, and I would love to go again. They care so much about the animals and the environment, and the place is just so idyllic.
This was our first ever safari experience, and it was so good that it made up for the previous crappy experience.
Despite all this, at this point, we had basically been working for 2 full months in the Maldives and Sri Lanka, and we'd missed out on a lot of stuff that we'd planned to do, and we were feeling a bit burnt out.
We weren't doing what we set out to do in the first place, which was to travel, have fun, and make some YouTube videos. Instead, we were basically working full time and kind of paying for the pleasure to do so.
Yeah, don't do what we did.
For anyone watching that wants to get into this kind of work, that I just would like to say that make sure you offer the client value.
Please do. Don't try to trick them with false exposure on a channel with limited influence. It's just not worth it. Try and figure out what value you can actually offer them.
For example, share with them what you're good at. If you're good at getting drone video, then offer it for them to use for marketing material or photos or whatever it is. Once you've grown a bit of an audience, you can use that to leverage to get free stuff, but you can do it without any audience if you're offering value.
And finally, if you are lucky enough to get paid for your work, please get a contract. It's as much for you as it is for them.
We now always ask for 50% up front, because we have unfortunately learnt the hard way.
We hope this video was useful. Please give us a big fat thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe.
Also leave in the comments, when have you got, influencers or not, things for free?
And has it ever come back to bite you in the ass?
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time, and everyone together, beans out!
Emma, in her infinite wisdom, decided that it was a good idea to punish ourselves with a 60-kilometre trek from Cowlaw to in the lake. It's rainy season and it's muddy, and you've got a cranky guy on your hands.